We are back with another video on our rebrand channel, Tea on the Streets. And we got a lot to discuss. Is Camel Face and Cardi B plotting with D0JA? Okay, that is the question of the day. Now, a lot of fans are speculating that Cardi B obviously will be at the Super Bowl to support her man, Stephon Diddy, who is going to be playing against the Seahawks at the Super Bowl. But not only that, a lot of fans believe that she will perform with Bad Bunny, and D0JA is kind of giving out clues, okay? Now, the reason being is because she posted, well, she didn't post, but she took several pictures at the game that happened on Sunday. And a fan said, "Oh, I see what the NFL is doing." Another fan said, "This shit faker than the $3 bill. Calling it now. Patriots will win. Camel Face will have her perform on stage with Bad Bunny. Rigged." Okay? So a lot of people think that the NFL and D0JA will have Cardi B perform and that they basically have rigged the game for the Patriots to win. Mind you, Stephon Diddy's court case got pushed back to after the Super Bowl, especially since he choked out his chef. And the court case was supposed to happen, I think, a few weeks ago. But now their court date has gotten pushed back because he got to focus on his game. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Do you guys feel like D0JA is plotting to basically have Cardi B perform I Like It with Bad Bunny and have Stephon Diddy win the Super Bowl? Okay? Let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing. Cardi B performing at the Super Bowl, I don't feel like that would be a good idea. Okay? I think she should just stick to the tour, but it could definitely help encourage people to buy her tickets because a lot of her shows still not fully sold out yet. But if she perform at the Super Bowl, it might encourage people and the naysayers to buy tickets if she performs well. Okay, so it could be kind of like a chess move D0JA and Titanic Records are doing. Do I feel like it's a coincidence that the Patriots are making it to the Super Bowl after Stephon Diddy's court case has gotten pushed back? No, I definitely think they wanted the Patriots to win. Okay, I wouldn't be shocked if, they did what Tom Brady did a few years ago and inflate the balls. Remember, Tom Brady got caught cheating. I wouldn't be shocked if the same thing happens with Stephon Diddy. Now, moving on from that, Doja Cat's The Town Is Dead has done 1.5 billion and WAP has done 1.5 billion for streams. And they are the most streamed female rap songs of the decade on Paylify so far. Okay, so The Town Is Dead and WAP are the most streamed rap songs so far, okay, in this decade. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I don't listen to WAP. I don't listen to The Town Is Dead, but congratulations. I'm not going to be a hater. Both were really big records. I think WAP was bigger than The Town Is Dead, though. But they both went number one. Okay, I remember that was a big hit for Doja Cat during her Scarlet era. But I don't listen to either one of those songs ever. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, it looks like Roc Nation won't just be scheming with Cardi B at the Super Bowl, but they also will be coming after Akademiks. Okay, remember, Megan Thee Stallion, during trial when she sued Milagro, said that she will be suing other bloggers. I think people forgot about that because she's been so quiet. But recently, Akademiks went live and threw himself way under the bus. And he admitted that he does get paid by labels and rappers to push a certain narrative. Now, a fan said Megan's lawyers watching Akademiks try to expose Lil Baby ... Now, if you don't know what he said, I do have the clip. Let's take a listen.
Yo, Lil Baby, you and your team paid me $30,000 to keep quiet about your motherfucking album, my nigga. And I sat there and I realized, I said, well, if you pay me $30,000, it ain't no way you sent a pussy ass nigga to come swing on me. Why would you do that? Don't make no sense.
So basically, Lil Baby's entourage or his photographer, assistant, whatever, ran up on Akademiks. And you know Akademiks can't fight, even all the shit that he be talking. So he's upset, going off on social media. But a lot of people are saying you threw yourself under the bus by saying Lil Baby paid you to push a certain narrative for his album, because now a lot of people believe that he pushed a certain narrative when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion. And if you guys remember, Akademiks did get subpoenaed last year by Devil Nation. They asked him if he was getting paid by Champagne Thickums and Nicki Minaj to push a certain narrative. He denied it, right? But you threw yourself under the bus by admitting that you do it for Lil Baby. They can use this in court, because Megan Thee Stallion will be suing other bloggers after she gets her $59,000. Well, after she pays her lawyer, she probably won't get any money because $59,000 not gonna cover nothing. But after she gives her lawyers the $59,000 from Milagro, she will be coming after Akademiks, and allegedly she will be using that in court, saying, well, you admitted that you push a certain narrative. He should have kept his mouth shut. I feel like Akademiks purposely throws himself under the bus, though. You know, in my opinion, I feel like you admitting that you got paid to push a certain narrative does not make you look good whatsoever. Like, it makes you look really bad. And $30,000, not even a lot of money. Like, you at least could have gotten $100K if you really about it. I know Champagne they can probably pay him at least $100K. Okay? Like, I'm not pushing no narrative for no measly $30K. $30K, that's it. It gotta be $100K or more, because $30K after taxes is nothing. And unfortunately, Megan and Devil Nation will be coming after Akademiks, especially after this clip has circulated the internet, for millions. Okay, because Akademiks said he's rich, so they're coming after him for millions and millions of dollars. So let me know how y'all feel about that. But it is what it is. Now, moving on from that, Billboard ranks Beyonce as the 4th best Super Bowl show of all time, being the only solo woman in the top 5. Congratulations to Queen Bee, and let me know if you guys agree. I definitely agree. I feel like one thing about Beyonce, she knows how to perform, and you can't even really hate on it. And then also, Queen Bee continues to tease her rock era. She got some merch that she's selling. I feel like she in her Rihanna bag, because this merch seems very Savage X Fenty-esque. It seems very Savage Fenty-esque, and you know, she's doing it for promotional reasons for Valentine's Day. And I think she got Willow Smith promoting the merch. Is that Willow? That looked like Willow Smith to me. Ain't Willow Smith into the rock thing? Is she gonna be collaborating with Willow Smith? Okay, that's very interesting. Now, hypothetically, it could be a lookalike. We don't know if this is Willow or not, but it looked like Willow Smith to me. Okay, that looked very Willow, and Willow's into the rock, you know, type of music. I don't really listen to Willow Smith music like that, but she is into the rock thing. So that's why I feel like she definitely teasing the rock era. And I also feel like it's going to be her rapping on a lot of these rock type of songs too for Queen Bee. I think she's going to be rapping, obviously pre-written by Camel Face, but I do see her not only singing a lot this era, but she definitely going to be rapping. And I can already tell you she got some, I would say, bars for somebody in particular. No shade. Now, moving on from that, ASAP the colorist teased that Rihanna wants to work with a few different producers. He said Rihanna wants to work on new music with producers like The Alchemist, Acknowledge, according to what ASAP Rocky said in his Joe Budden interview. He said her style is so crazy because you wouldn't expect her to like the people she fuck with. She want to work with The Alchemist and Knowledge. Listen, I feel like it's a lot of selling dreams when it comes to Rihanna. I don't care who she like as a producer. I feel like she is just putting stuff out there for the fans so that way they will continue to support Fenty. That's what I think she's doing. I think she's telling ASAP the colorist what to say in interviews. He also said that, Rihanna could possibly be on his album that he might put out, in the next few months or the next few weeks. And it's like, I'm tired of Rihanna lying to her fans. Just admit it. You don't want to do music. And the thing is, you don't have to. You're a billionaire for now. Okay. Until that net worth go back down. Like it did, no shade last year, it went down 400 million. But the point of the matter is you make a lot of money from Fenty. So she don't need to do music, but I think she should just be honest about it with the fans. Now, moving on from that, as we already know, an anonymous Oscar voter told News Nation that they didn't vote for Ariana Grande as her relationship with Cynthiä creeped them out. Okay. They felt like Cynthia's relationship with Ariana was bizarre, very intense. Felt like, it made them feel uncomfortable and it made Ariana feel uncomfortable. That's what they felt, the Oscar voters. Okay. With that being said, behind the scenes, Ariana's not too happy about this. She really wanted to win an Oscar for Wicked. That's why she took that little break from music. She feels like she's being outcasted, basically. It's like she got snubbed for her album that she put out last year. Okay, she didn't win. No, not last year. It was in 2024, wasn't it? I think the album came out in 2024. But either way, she felt like she was snubbed. She didn't win no awards, and I don't think she received really a lot of Grammy nominations for her album Eternal Sunshine. She feels as though she's been outcasted or, like I said before, possibly blackballed. And she will slowly start distancing herself from Cynthiä. I don't think she'll be mean to Cynthiä, but behind the scenes, she wants to slowly start distancing herself from the attachment from Cynthiä because she feels like that has ruined her acting career. But she feels some type of way. She really thought she was going to win the Oscar for Wicked. And in my opinion, I feel like maybe if Cynthiä wasn't in the movie, she probably would have. But I feel like I said before, Cynthiä was attaching herself to Ariana because Ariana is the bigger star. I feel like that is one of the reasons why she was heavily attached to Ariana. And I feel like when it comes to Ariana, not only I feel like Cynthiä might have ruined, her acting career a little bit, but so did her affair with Ethan Slater. Let's just be honest. Being a homewrecker is not a good reputation to have. And I feel like that might have contributed to how people view her too. But they can't really say that. They can't use the fact that you might be a homewrecker. That's the reason why you're not going to win an Oscar. Because that's a little bit too personal. They can say something about Cynthiä because Cynthiä was in the movie and you guys were doing red carpets together. You wasn't doing red carpets with Ethan Slater. So they can't really drag you too much for that. But allegedly behind the scenes, a lot of people do feel a way about Ariana getting attached to so many different people's relationships and breaking people up. Because you do have a little reputation of that. But I still love Queen Ari. I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. She can be a homewrecker. I don't care how many families she broke up. Ariana is still the queen. In my opinion, break up with your girlfriend. We love that song and we do not care. We will continue to support Ariana. Okay. And maybe she will win an Oscar in the future. I actually think that in the future, Ariana definitely going to win one. Okay. But she got to stop the antics. Leave people's relationships alone. Okay. Even if it's not intentional, because people lie and be like, oh, I'm single and they not really single. People could have lied to Queen Ari. Okay. So that could be the case. But also, I think that Ariana doesn't need a sidekick. Okay, she needs to stand solo dolo and, pick certain roles. Okay, I wouldn't pick roles like Wicked anymore. No shade. I would do different type of roles. And I'm sure she will win an Oscar. Okay, in the next 5 years, she's going to be Oscar nominated. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon on, Cynthiä and Ariana. Nicki, 50 Cent, and Diddy on Patreon. Link would be in the description. Have a great day.